The productivity of hay season in summer and fall months impacts the bottom line of cattle operations year-round, and high-quality hay is a valuable resource. Cattlemen need durable and reliable hay equipment to get hay put up and to produce the best bales possible, no matter the weather.
It's very important for us to put up high-quality hay because we have to put up the roughage anyway, and for the cows. We don't raise any corn here. We used to, but we quit.
Predominantly the cattle customers that we have in this area are traditional farm families that'll run a cow-calf operation, and some of them, as they've gotten larger, have branched out and have cow-calf operations, but they also have stocker and backgrounding operations. Because here in Southwest Virginia and the other surrounding areas that we cover, we do one thing, that's take tall grass and make it short again. And a lot of times that's done with cattle, and a lot of times that's done with hay equipment.
The types of hay that we bale here, we bale a lot of alfalfa, orchard grass mix that we use to precondition our calves with, and we bale all of that high moisture for haylage. All of our dry hay that we feed our cows is predominantly orchard grass fescue. Fescue is a grass that's very hardy here in Southwest Virginia, but with the orchard grass with it, that's all that they get is dry hay. We don't supplement them with any grain.
Once a hay crop is ready to harvest, cattlemen trust equipment with green paint to get the job done. And round balers from John Deere are durable, efficient, and produce high-quality bales.
We've used John Deere Round Balers for the last probably 25 years. We've got really good service out of our John Deere equipment. They have lasted us a long time. Our average baler, we usually trade every 8 to 10 years, and we roll probably on average about 4,000 rolls a year. And so they're very durable, have very little problems out of them, and that's why we've started with them, stuck with them, and staying with them. They make good, consistent rolls.
The new technologies that John Deere has incorporated into this hay equipment has allowed customers in this area to be able to produce quality forage in this wet environment. Sometimes in the spring it's very difficult to get it up, so they have a lot of options of being able to put it up as haylage or being able to store it outside if they're using the net wrap.
The John Deere balers, in my opinion, make one of the tighter bales out there. Now, when I'm making my high moisture hay, I do adjust it down, the tension down a little bit, because it is harder on the bale. But the bales stand up, they don't squat and sag, and they seem to be very good. They hold together. We unroll a lot of our hay with the pickup, the hay bodies, and you don't have much issue. They really unroll good and are uniform.
John Deere balers have earned their reputation through the years and continue to offer new improvements in technology. The latest 9 Series balers offer many options for bale size, hay moisture, and wrapping methods so cattlemen can customize the perfect bale for their unique operation.
In the last few years, the haylage and the wrapping has become very popular because that will allow them to produce a better crop, and quality is what they're after. It's not always anymore just baling a bale of hay. They have to have a lot in that hay. They want a lot of nutrition because they're trying to grow cattle fast and produce better cattle.
We run a John Deere 468 Solid Special, and also we just got a 469 John Deere Solid Special baler, net wrap, mega wide. All the bells and whistles. In my opinion, there's only one round baler to buy, and that should be green. We've run other balers before, and they just won't take, in my opinion, won't take the hay like a John Deere baler will.
Weather isn't the only challenge with hay season. Beef producers in the eastern states often face hayfields with hilly, rough terrain. Balers must be tough enough to handle the hills and still put out a good hay bale.
John Deere balers have the hydraulic pickup on it so we can raise it up in the fields, and that's why I think by running the other balers in my lifetime, one thing ahead of the other balers is the John Deere pickup. It will take the hay quicker, and really with the roller on the front of it, it makes the windrow, lays it down and makes it more uniform going into the bale. So when you unroll the bale to feed it, it's more consistent and uniform.
Once the bales are made, beef producers depend on a sturdy tractor to get the hay off the field, moved to a storage location, and eventually to get the bales fed to cattle. John Deere offers 5 and 6 Series tractors that work well for day-to-day chores.
We chose the 5 Series tractors for numerous reasons. We've got a lot of large tractors and some smaller tractors, and we needed a good medium-sized tractor to do a lot of the moving of the hay. We have to haul a lot of hay. I mean, it's heavy enough to handle the 5x5 rolls, but yet it's not so heavy that we can't haul it on our gooseneck trailers behind our trucks, haul it very easily. And it's got plenty of power, plenty of hydraulic power, and that's mostly what we use the 5 Series tractors for, is moving the hay, transporting the hay, and feeding during the winter. And, they don't really tear the ground up as bad in the wintertime here in Southwest Virginia.
John Deere has an established dealer network across the country with dealers who take pride in working with cattlemen to keep their hay equipment up and running.
Service from John Deere is very important. That's something we look at when we're buying any equipment is the service department. When we're down and we have 100 acres of hay laying on the ground and we break down, we've got to have something. And our local dealer here makes sure that we have something. If we do break down, they'll supply us with something to get our job done.
We stand behind our product with John Deere and the customer as a three-way partnership. With all three working together, we can keep their equipment running and keep them running in the field. Cattlemen in our area they appreciate the support of having loaner machines. If they do have an issue, their machine goes down, which hay and forage is a very time-sensitive crop, and they got a window to get it up in, so we'll provide them a baler. If something happens to theirs that they can't be in the field, we'll give them a baler or a tractor to use if they go down. They really appreciate that, and we think that's what keeps them coming back to Meade Tractor and John Deere.
John Deere equipment is a product that we have faith in. That's the reason we buy a lot of it. We know it'll be here for a long time.
Reporting from the hayfields of Virginia, I'm Matt Fleck for NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman.